Okay, I call this meeting into order at 5:42 p.m. I recognize that Devin, Mon, Imani, Usman, Amina, Nail Mira, and Aya and Fiona are present, as well as our ex officio members. Candace, Courtney, and Tori somewhere. Yes, vicinity. Yeah. Okay, so this is our agenda for tonight. I can scroll, if not, let's just scroll through. But are there any motions on the floor to maybe approve the agenda?
I motion to move to. I move to approve.
Seconds?
A second.
Objections? Hearing seeing no objections, we approve the agenda for today, September 7th, 2021. Due to the meeting minutes. I'll go through this real quick. If you want me to stop, just let me know. Are there any motions on the floor?
I motion to
Smooth, sorry.
Huh?
Smooth.
Oh. I move to the minutes from last meeting.
Second. Sorry, did I hear a second? Any objections? Hearing seeing no objections, we approve the meeting minutes from last meeting, August 31st, 2021. Okay, moving to our new business. Okay, so I know this is very vague, the finance for goal setting thing, but I don't know if you guys have been in other clubs where they do sort of like community guidelines. And I kind of want to do something similar with finance work, so just what your expectations are for each other. This could include Neil Benet as BPSO, as well as I as treasurer, as well as each other, and for Ron and I for vice chair and chair, just what we expect from each other. And I have a doc that I can share real quick, but just kind of like general ideas, just like general things so we can keep in mind so we can all work together really well. But I'll share this real quick. 5 seconds. So we don't have to necessarily use we don't have to use any specific process to go through this, but I would just say like raise your hand if there's something to add, and we can start off with what's general for us, and then we can move on to like specific people and specific positions. So just have anything to add, just raise your hand and pretend it. Literally anything.
I guess one general one is just to make sure to attend the meetings as much as you can, or just be available for communication.
So like just generally like
Yeah.
attendance, which is
Yeah.
already like part of like what we're supposed to do with our like stipend and everything, which is what SRC looks at, but also like sorry, what did you say? Just speak
Let's be open to
responses?
communication, like have like an open communication line, so when you need to contact or be contacted to, then you'll be able to talk.
This also doesn't have to be like a very long thing, it's just kind of for us to like get to know each other and kind of know how we're gonna work together well.
I'll say like the approachment.
For sure. Do you want to like elaborate on that?
Me would do like, if he's a calm person, like be able to like get somebody's needs a question answered and don't like have somebody scared to ask or something. They, we might share our, a problem about siblings, like, they're.
It's a good point.
Participate in discussion.
I'll add on to that actually, like acknowledge the space that you're taking up. Sometimes, someone who doesn't talk as much might have, something to say, but you're taking too much space, it's a little rude.
Taking like all the voices
Yes.
in our board being heard, sure that they are. Anyone else?
I'll go. I was gonna say like be attentive and just like what you agree with.
Anyone else? Yes.
I would say coming prepared. So you're doing your homework, reading applications, or it's submitting your reviews, that you're doing your work outside of the meeting that you need to be, that you have to do to be able to fulfill some of these other things inside the meeting.
And like just adding on to that, like also making sure that you're responsive. Like, we also all have like liaison positions, or most of us have liaison positions, so like also being responsive to people like that. But, yeah.
I would say like, it's kind of a two-part, but like to be open and not take criticism like personally, but also don't like fish out something disguised as criticism and really just like stomping someone's idea or like how they feel about something.
Yes. So just being able to learn from each other, basically.
No, more like.
Sorry, no, that's good. No.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's a short way to say the whole, like the second part. Basically like, be able to take criticism, but, don't. What's the word? I wouldn't say bash. Yeah, don't like knock people down.
Be approachable, but also be, I guess, hold each other accountable in a constructive
You're trying to be mean.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
be mean
so
on
like,
purpose.
don't disguise like criticism someone's idea as criticism, but like be able to take criticism and not take it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's really important, yeah. Is there anything else you want to add?
Follow the code, like, procedures, the major relations say.
For sure, yeah. I mean, us meeting, nope, not open. Guidelines, but for us to be in a meeting here, it's like we're pretty lucky to even be like able to meet in person. So hopefully we are cognizant of like all the rules, making sure we don't break anything. And if you feel sick, make sure you stay home, and you always have the option to join virtually. So making sure that we follow those rules. If we don't have anything else, we can move into just going into for like probably tomorrow night maybe, or oh sorry. Oh sorry, I didn't know. Never mind. Yeah.
Quick question, so I know like for attendance, like, I don't know if we mentioned this at our last meeting or not, but should we like encourage each other to come in person as much as possible, or just whichever works best?
Look at that.
Like, should we encourage each other to like either be here in person, or it doesn't matter if we're here online or?
think it's whatever
It's
the
whatever.
person is comfortable with, because they also have to take their health into account.
That's fair,
Because
yeah.
Some people may be around like other people,
That's completely fair. It's funny.
It would be much worse if
if
we
it's
come in just feeling like we should come in, just to get everyone's opinion.
Yeah.
We can still infect everyone.
Well, going off of that, I also say like if anyone ends up or wants to come online, I feel like we should also encourage the same amount of participation that we have in person because it is really easy to become really distant online. So I feel like that's something that we should work on. And going off of that, Fiona said in the chat that be respectful of others' viewpoints and getting opportunities for everyone's voices to be heard, even if opinions do not align. So I feel like that's something we should do. Kind of goes along with some of the other ones we have, but it's pretty interesting. Well, no.
As a side note, we should probably figure out how to make it so that people on WebEx can hear everybody.
Is it here now?
Can it-
Oh, are we on this?
Oh, we are on that.
Oh, probably, oh, never mind, it probably definitely can't then, if that's the same one that,
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw
we on that, we on that.
that
If
microphone
you
works
wanted
well.
to try and charge.
I know, because that's what I tried to do last week and you weren't here and I'm like, it's not on my. So. I'm not making that decision for kids.
Fiona, can you hear? Well, like, I know you said you can't hear really well.
Yeah,
but,
I
like,
can
is it-
hear, but it just like echoes a little and it lags a little, but like for the most part I can hear.
Okay. Okay. Is it like people further away is harder to hear, or like?
I can hear you pretty clearly. When Ramon was talking, I could hear him. I know he's a little bit farther back, but I think it'll be okay. I can hear.
Thank you.
Can we add on there to make sure we speak loudly and clearly?
Sweetie, I think if you highlight the black part and then take away the black highlight, it might.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm struggling for like 5 minutes there. Okay, so what do I do?
Highlight it,
highlight.
Oh, I'm doing that on my computer right now. Okay, I'm highlighting it. Okay, I'll do it here.
yeah, and then go to the,
Here.
take away, we did not.
I did that, and it's saying
Go to the three dots,
Uh,
go to the three dots and then.
here.
Yeah, make sure you highlight it and you see the text with the bar.
Oh, right. Okay, that's smart. Thank you.
How did you do this?
I copied it from WebEx chat.
No, I don't even know.
Oh,
It is like current.
I'd like to go to three dots and that's the number. Oh, so.
That's really smart. Okay, perfect. Okay, so do you have anything else to add? Now we can move on to, I guess, general standards for all of Modern. Modern.
I'm not even.
No, I just said, oh, God, I realized what you said.
I would say like, to make sure that y'all are able to be impartial and unbiased, like when making decisions or like just in general.
Also, to go off of what Naomi said, I feel like, sorry, I
Yeah.
I feel like if you do have a bias too, like just acknowledging that and sharing that, because like even if you try to be unbiased, like you can't, like,
Yeah.
that goes hand in hand with that kind of thing.
And also like with that being said, you can also say the different, make sure that when people that talking.
Receptive to new ideas.
There was a lot of the general ones,
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
For sure.
The communication, again, so, being responsive.
Not to be like roast me, but like, is there anything that like, from your perspective, that either Juan or me or Juan could do better from like so far?
I think, be like a little bit more upfront, like starting the meeting, like right at the time, like just cut us off for talking and just like, you know, you are as what's the chair? Yeah, you are the chair, so like, we will respect that if you like wanna get things started, so. Just like, don't be scared to just like, be like, shut up, please.
In a nice way.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
To be more blunt.
Yeah, being more like blunt and just clear cut with like what you want to happen. So,
I think assertive is probably more
assertive.
That's
Yeah.
the one, yeah.
Music.
Assertive, firm.
You can be assertive without being aggressive.
Right.
Yeah.
one. Personally, I like one, but not everybody likes one. He fixes my one.
I feel like blunt is a neutral word, it could be taken both. Just how it's been
Depending on who
used.
you're talking to.
Just I'm not.
Do you have anything else?
Can I add, making sure deadlines are met? I think that can go for both groups, but.
I think that's kind of goes along with that clinical charge.
Yeah, and making sure that you are transparent with the board about expectations. So if there is like a deadline or something that the rest of the board has, making sure that they have plenty of time to know that deadline.
I have all of that too, so I don't put that on my thing. This is kind of like for everyone, but like making sure you hold people accountable, like no matter what your relationship is outside of this room. If they're not making the deadline, like you will like tell them. But like any of us.
If not, we can move on, but
We can always add more, you know, if
Yeah, I
something
feel
comes
like this is
up along the way, we can always add more.
We do have access to.
I will put it in the WebEx chat. Or maybe also send an email with it, but right now I just made it, but I can send it out to everyone so we all have access to it, and if you have anything to add, honestly feel free to add to it. Because throughout this year, we will be facing a lot more challenges and hopefully we're able to make sure that we all follow these and work together well. If there's nothing else, then we can move on. If anyone has anything to add, just let me know.
But can I see the agenda?
Of course.
Just-
I didn't make it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Um,
If you don't have anything else, then the next thing in our agenda is just liaison check-in. So like for all of us who have liaisons or who are holding the role of a liaison, like first of all, have we gone through and sent the emails that we were supposed to based off of the Blackboard course that we had for the summer retreat? And then going off of that, if we've gotten any communication back, are we being responsive? Are we making sure that we're able to help them? Have we had any meetings set up? So just kind of a check-in on basically how everything is related to that going, kind of like around the room, that's the word. And just how to check-in with that. So whoever wanted to contact us over the deal, we can do that or not.
I can move to the period. Talking about.
We can yeah.
I move to enter the liaison check-in portion of the agenda.
We have entered a period of checking in.
I just want to hold on to a gavel. I think.
That's fun.
So yes, I did send out the yet another mail merge emails to all the organizations that I was assigned to according to the Excel sheet. I have not heard anything back from any organization, but I did see that they've opened the email, or I see like the status of who has opened it. So once I do receive an email or any type of message from any treasurer, I'll be sure to.
So I met one of my student organizations at a treasure meeting today. It was SASA actually, we got in touch and just kind of figured out how their rents are going this semester and all of that, which is really good. One of my other student organizations, I don't remember them, but they texted me actually. So we're texting through, we're communicating through text. I forgot their name, I'm so sorry. But it's going well, we're on it, I guess, yeah. But I will, for sure. But I love like going and like just checking up the events and seeing what's happening. So it's been going well so far. But none of you like had conflicts with any of your orgs, right? Like in terms of like who they are, things like that. I mentioned it in my email, but I wanted to make sure. We're good.
Also, there was only one group for mine there, and then Monday.
Gotcha. Okay, can you text or email it to me?
You may not have a treasurer depending on who it is. I feel like you emailed me about that maybe. I feel like I got an email and it was for the town treasurer, but it might be a different group.
Whoever didn't see a treasurer, I just emailed.
That's what I did.
Because that was instructions according.
It was Barb.
Oh God.
Oh,
That was mine last year.
they definitely,
Because like on the website, it only says like the coordinator or whatever. It doesn't.
they might just have their names listed differently. Cause some groups like to change the official title of like president or treasurer and things like that, so. I can double check in my officer list, but they definitely have officers.
Awesome.
What club is it again,
Jimmy.
Bartleby,
It was
Bartleby,
Oh, okay.
they're creative writing, club. So they typically every year you'll get a request from them, for like a journal that they publish at the end of the year, yeah.
I have gotten a couple of emails just regarding some stuff like treasure training and funding for like postings and stuff like that. I'll give that so that they send some problems and emails for reaching out to them. I've been able to find all the answers to all their questions and whatever concerns, so I haven't really came upon a problem. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm also I'm the president of Jackson, the Transfer National Society, and like the swimming to like I have we have a treasurer, but I guess somebody has sent me emails too regarding your meetings. I'm like two separate emails. So I don't know who is like meetings. Why doesn't matter? I've got two different emails from I think it's you and somebody else. So I didn't want like somebody just I didn't want to be one big people to take it or not.
So what was the name?
Towson.
Town, TAU.
I've never seen it on the list. I remember looking for it and I was like, oh, your mom.
I felt like for me, all went well. Honestly,
Just on, yeah.
oh, so like, I was able to send out the email. I only got a response from like 2 of them. They were only asking me like about the plan for the semester. Yeah, and I'm doing. And I just told them like, yeah, I'm talking about it, but any meetings that they want me to be there. If they're like, join them. So update them on like any financial stuff. And also like I was thinking about like after like enrollment fest, once everyone like goes that, but I was thinking about doing another email just to remind them about like this one. That way they can check in just to make sure that they have received the email.
been good. So far, I've had, someone reach out from isn't it the Black Association now?
Yes.
They reached out about holding an event, and I told them to schedule like a meeting kind of thing, but they just never did. So I might email them back and be like, do you still want me? But I did discover I have a problem with mail merge. It doesn't let me do mail merge. So I don't know. I found that out this morning. Because when I did during the thing, it like expired, and then I tried to send another like just check-in email to some student orgs, and like it didn't let me do the mail merge.
Did you say what?
It just says it's like an error message, and it says like my account doesn't let me or something.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but that same thing happened to me, and I had to make like a different, I think, Google Chrome window. I forgot what it was called, but it's like some weird window. It's not incognito, but it's like you create like a whole different window and you have to sign on to a different account and like kind of designate if it's work or personal use. And when I did that, it was able to work. But like with my actual general Chrome window, it didn't work. So maybe like
I'll try that.
I'd try that and see if I can do that.
Mine's going pretty well. I got 2 emails, just like basic questions. And I answered them like within like the day. So it's been pretty good. I can go, but Fiona, after I finish, if you wanna go, that'd be great. But I got a few emails. I first sent out the email, and then I got 2 emails back, and then I was able to respond to them, and I'm in communication with one of the student organization treasurers who wants to request money from Saha. So I'm just like kind of like reading them their way through, and they're kind of confused about it. So I'm just like kind of meeting with them. I think like out of my office hours time, so like I won't wait. I do like next week. So yeah. Fiona, if you wanna go?
Yeah, so if I'm understanding right, we're doing check-ins about like what's happening with the liaison system and how that's going and if they've like responded and stuff. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I did send it out like early August and I've gotten, I believe it was 2 emails back. So one from the Dog Collar Comedy Club and then CSA. So the main issues that I believe the treasurers are having trouble with is like I guess understanding how to access those funds. So differentiating between like the different applications and how to access the SOAR funds. So I did have somebody email me today from CSA about how she did attend the treasurer training, but she was still confused on how to access the budget. So I wasn't exactly sure how to go about that. So I think I did email Candace about what exactly to tell them. I would advise them to like set up an office hours with me so that I can go over that with them. But yeah, that's where I am so far with that. So it was just those 2 clubs, but other than that, everything's been going smoothly.
I'm pretty sure they emailed me, and I think I put them where they needed to go. What was the name of the president or the treasurer?
Angel.
Kevin reached out from CSA to me, but he's also the president of like 3,000 organizations.
Is that Kevin Chen?
Yeah,
Oh my god,
He's on my
he
team.
reached
he reached out to me for something. He's my WebEx.
He WebEx me
That's
too.
me basically.
Okay.
I get like a WebEx from him at least once a day.
Kevin's everywhere.
But does everyone know that answer to the question of where to send them to access their funds? David Royer, yep. It's a pop quiz.
Perfect. Thank you guys for sharing. And then like kind of going off of that to like the third new business, but just like if you guys can in the next I think week, but there are fewer treasure trainings left. So if you would want to attend one, just so you have a better idea of what the treasurers are being told, so you can guide them better and like what they should do, that'd be a great idea. looking at the schedule, I believe there should be one, I think tomorrow, check, or I can speak. So there's one tomorrow, yes, and there's also one on the 13th, and there's 2 online events too. I think the one tomorrow is also an online event. But so if you can, I would just say attend one of them so you have a better idea of what they're being told. So if there are any gaps in it, or if there's something that's a little like that you're like questionable of, or you don't really know what's happening, then it's a great learning scenario. So you can kind of ask any one of us, and I feel like we'll be able to help you with that as well. You have an idea of like generally like where to go if you need help. So.
Is there like a list of student organizations that haven't completed treasure training that's available or no?
I'd say the majority of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'd say I think probably 50 of them have at this point,
Is that in like the
including
drive?
today.
Yeah, is that like in the drive? So I want to make sure all mine.
I mean, they may not go through treasure training because they may not ask for money.
Better.
So,
Yeah, I'll
right,
be sure.
like, there were like 25 people at it today, there were 25 people at the first one, and maybe like, there were 2 other virtual ones that maybe had a total of 5 people at it. So, but some of those treasurers might be treasurers from multiple orgs, so I would say between 50 and 65 orgs have gone through as of today. That doesn't mean they all have access as of today, because I haven't in there. But yeah, there are people who are doing stuff.
And the deadline for treasure training is that in September or?
So
The last one is September 14th.
yeah, the last one's September 14th,
Awesome.
and then typically the treasurer does those as needed, right? So maybe they'll do one in October, then maybe one in November, and then again when we come back from winter break, they'll do a series of them again because some boards transition treasurers over the break. So
And for like dates, there's one tomorrow at 12 p.m. on 3rd floor at 329 here. And then there is 2 online ones, so one on September 8th tomorrow again at 5 p.m. and then another one on September 13th again at 5 p.m. online, and then September 14th again at Cottage City 29. And you can find all this information on the SGRI online. So I would suggest you look there, and I also think there's one at New York, so also go check that out if you're going there. So, but yeah, so that's about it for new business. I guess are there any motions to complete a period of announcements? And then to move into a period.
Second.
Any objections? If you're seeing objections, you can move to your announcements. If you have an announcement, please just raise your hand to talk. Yes.
Shruti mentioned leading works. Just as a friendly reminder, in case you hear any questions or you're a part of a student organization outside of this official. Leading works is this Saturday on 9/11. Each organization is supposed to have at least one. It's supposed to have one representative from their club attend, unless they have like a religious exemption or something club related that they can speak to me. Club sports and fraternities and sororities do not have to attend. And people who sign up will get like individualized schedules, all the things. But if people have questions, they can reach out to me. So, yeah.
Involvement Fest is Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so Involvement Fest is in 2 days. In person, I'm just trying to combine words in my head. In person is from 12 to 2 on Erickson. Virtual is 6 to 8 p.m. via whatever links works are using. Yeah, hope to see you guys there. Fingers crossed we're good though.
Okay, do we have any more announcements other than that?
So this isn't really like an announcement, but like Shruti and I were at one of the treasure trainings for today. And it was actually really good. Like you learn a lot of stuff. For example, like I had no idea that like the UMC logo on
Yeah,
the city
you
is
Yeah.
Like the logo has to be like a specific way to be like reviewed and accepted. Like there's so many things that I learned that I haven't learned in 2 years. But I would like highly recommend all of you to attend at least one. Because I met like 2 of my students who were institutions there.
Are
And
they?
it really helps to stay connected.
They are not recorded.
Yeah.
They are not recorded. They are virtual ones, they're virtual.
And it's just like being there like means a lot. You know. Also one more thing, I'm sorry. I think Candace, you like revised some stuff with Sahas.
Hmm?
You
No.
mentioned in WebEx saying
Oh, I'm lying on for the Survey Monkey?
yeah.
Yes.
How's that going, Mary?
I mean, it's done, I just need to know whether or not it's broken. So I can't tell if it's broken unless you try to break it.
That's fair, that's fair.
I need you to do some QA.
Okay.
Come on.
Awesome.
So yeah, so just submit some fake applications, let me know if anything was wrong.
There aren't, we're Germans, if there is a motion for that.
That's
Any objections? There is no objections, we move to the adjournment. The final roll call, we have Devin, Mon, Lonnie, Mon, Amina, Renee, Vera, and Fiona, and Iowa, as well as me, and it's an ex officio members. Oh. Okay, that's it.
Yay, turn the recording off.